Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Poor Jazzes. We are two brothers with four bad knees. It is the night of AEW's pay-per-view All Out. One of the biggest nights in wrestling in a very long time. A night we never saw would happen. We're going to talk about a little bit later. The in-ring return of CM Punk after 7 years of eating ice cream bars outside of the ring.
$8 ice cream bars, mind you.
$8 ice cream bars. Talk about that a little bit later. Big night for wrestling. We weren't going to talk about it, but I am going to talk about it real quick first. Anybody out there listening, any issues mentally, physically, emotionally,
Yep.
you are not forgotten.
Nope.
We're talking about Daphne. It's such a sad situation with someone with so much talent in the wrestling world. If you're out there, you need help. There are people out there to help you. We are out there to help you. Me and Jeremy, and probably Floyd too, big time suffers of mental illness.
Yeah, definitely.
Don't want to make light of it, but we feel you. We're out there. We're here to help.
Yep.
You're not forgotten.
Reach out to somebody, us, anyone you know can help, and they'll point you in the right direction. Even if you're listening to us and want to reach out to us and explain what's going on with you, we can help you out. So we're here for you.
Okay, we got that through.
Yeah.
Okay. Obviously, I want to talk about something real quick. It's not wrestling wise.
Please don't mention about the Milwaukee Bucks winning the championship again.
No, I'm not. I'm going to talk about how I'm the official sponsor of the pit volleyball libero position.
Yeah.
Kudos to you on that.
Yeah.
Like,
By the way,
wow.
5-0?
5-0 pit volleyball. Official sponsor of the libero.
Yes.
2-0 since I became the sponsor. My Twitter account. Such a great day. Wednesday was a wild ride. You know it's bad when Heather Like is retweeting me.
Yes.
That's when you know I made it big time. Athletic director of the University of Pittsburgh. It's crazy, but nope. We're here. We're here to talk about All Out. We're here for a big night of wrestling. Start out 10-man tag at the beginning in the buy-in. You got Chuck Taylor, Wheeler Yuta, Orange Cassidy, and Jurassic Express versus Matt Hardy, TH2, and Private Party. I have a hot take here. I hate the whole Orange Cassidy and Matt Hardy storyline.
Yeah, so do I.
It's gotten old really fast.
It's gotten old.
It's boring. It's kind of boring.
I love Orange Cassidy. I love Matt Hardy. Don't get me wrong. But it's gotten very old.
Yeah.
Very quickly.
Yeah.
Obviously, Jurassic Express, Luchasaurus, Jungle Boy, Jiminy Cricket, Marco's son.
Jiminy Cricket.
Not too far off.
I'm very close there. Obviously, I thought they were going to beat Lucha Bros. I thought they were going to face the Bucks.
You literally AEW just literally gave us a 5-star tag team match on free TV.
Yeah.
That match was out of bounds insane.
Indeed.
Yeah, speaking of actual Orange Cassidy, I was reading an article, how his match, I think it was I don't know if it was Rampage or Dynamite, this last match he had when it ended in the commercial break.
Yeah, that was...
I guess that's a thing that AEW wants to do to hype up, anything can happen when they're picture-in-picture.
I kind of was like, at first, I'm like, okay, that's...
Did something happen? Did someone get hurt? Did they throw up the X, or what was happening?
Well, Orange Cassidy's been the talk of the company for 2 weeks because he busted Matt Hardy's nose.
You know
and
what?
then that commercial break thing.
We totally forgot to do something. We do have a special guest tonight.
Yes, we do.
So if you do hear a third voice here, did forget to mention, Floyd is back with us again for AEW. I apologize about that.
All good.
He'll take it out on him later.
He'll take it out on me later.
Yeah, indeed. I am the man who broke your nose.
Yes. But again, what are you guys' predictions for this match? Do you expect anything?
I don't expect anything like out of control. I expect Best Friends and Jungle Express. So, Best Jungle, Friends Express. I don't know what we want to call them.
Sure.
Because that's a lot.
How about we just call him Orange Julius?
Nice.
I like that.
I like
We're
that.
just calling him Orange
Yeah.
Julius.
I think they take it. I'm not a huge fan of this Hardy family office thing. I think it's kind of stupid. I understand what they're doing with it, but now that the pandemic is quote unquote over, but it's not, but it is.
Weird. No one wants to be an oversight.
I know, but I think that's why they ran with the big money mat, was to get it through the no fans time. So I think maybe hopefully we're gonna move towards broken again.
Yeah.
I don't see a scenario where the good guys don't win it. I mean, it's the one match on the pre-show. You're going to get everyone in a good mood right off the bat, and then show starts with whatever is going to open. And
this is going to go along with my predictions tonight, but I have a feeling this is one of the lone matches the faces win tonight.
Ooh.
That I'm going to go with.
Teaser,
spoiler alert, hashtag look out. I'm probably wrong. But you got to start off, it's going to be a very lively crowd.
In Chicago. Of course it is.
What? Chicago hot? No.
Absolutely hilarious because there was a tweet, I think, from like September 12th, 2013 today. I saw retweeted on my Twitter feed, and then I retweeted it. It was from Vince McMahon saying about how CM Punk's going to do great in Chicago tonight.
Well, he's
not wrong.
He's not wrong.
I'm just going to throw this out here now. The three of us are sitting here doing this prediction show before the show starts. We have a better spread for us to eat tonight than the WWE does. Because now the WWE got rid of catering. You have to eat whatever's in the arena.
Oh, God bless.
Hear me out. That's not a bad thing.
Depending on the arena.
Because if they're in Pittsburgh, you can get a Permanis sandwich.
Yeah, that's true.
Purgatory. You know what I mean? My favorite, you can get Dippin' Dots.
The ice cream of the future.
Okay. If the ice cream of the future, when is the future? We had this conversation at the Curve game last weekend. Yeah. If Dippin' Dots are the ice cream of the future, when is the future? Because I've been eating Dippin' Dots for 20 years now.
Yeah, I know. That's the way it's always been.
Yeah. But of course, we're kind of all three in acceptance. You know what I mean? We think, Orange Julius, the best friends, Jurassic Express. Yeah. They win the night.
Is Marco hurt?
No, I just don't think they'd want him to wrestle.
I mean,
yeah. Yeah, I just don't think they have anything. With this match, with the buy-in match, where do they go from here with Jurassic Express, Orange Cassidy, even Best Friends?
Best Friends has fallen off, I think, a lot since Trent got hurt again.
Yeah.
They brought in Wheeler Yuta, which I understand. He's good friends with Chuck and Trent and all them. I get that. And Wheeler Yuta is very talented, don't get me wrong. I just don't see anything else. I don't...
The only thing I want to see out of this is I want to see a singles push for Jungle Boy.
Oh, hell yes. Hell yes.
Yeah.
Slap the TV title on him.
I still think Jurassic Express is going to be high in the tag team division through this. I could see them being the ones to score the pin. Or Cassidy, but
could they do a thing where they break them off and they have a singles push for Jungle Boy, but him still do the tag team thing? Kind of like...
Yeah. Yeah. You have to have... You can't break them up.
No. Because they would be lost if they were broken up.
Yes. They would be lost. But at the same time, I believe Jack Perry needs a push.
Yeah.
Rip to his dad. He's my favorite Criminal Minds episode.
Oh, yeah. The David Koresh
the David Koresh-esque episode of Criminal Minds.
That's...
Moving on. We're going to move on to the Women's Casino Battle Royal. I'm going to run down everybody in it here.
Oh, you got the list?
I got the list.
Are there 21 there, though?
Okay. I got Rio, Anna Jay, Kiera Hogan, Jade Cargill, Abandon, Keelan King, Layla Hirsch, Nyla Rose, Big Swole, The Bunny, Red Velvet, Thunder Rosa, Tay Conti, Penelope Ford, DeMonte, Rebel, Jamie Hayter, Emi Sakura, Harita Shida, Sky Blue.
Was there 21?
That's 20.
I have my hot pick for who's going to be 21.
So do I.
Is it what everyone else is thinking?
Ruby?
I don't have Ruby.
Son of a...
That's whoever...
That's a lot of people, which I could 100% expect it.
Well, if you see her vignettes that she was running on Twitter.
Oh, yes, I 100%. But I have a hot take here.
Uh-oh.
Whose no-compete clause just started, or ended?
Shit.
I have CJ Perry.
Lana. Yeah.
Lana.
Because she tweeted the other day, or Instagram, it said 90 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, my pick is actually Anna Jay.
Wow.
To win?
To win. I think it comes down to Anna Jay, Tay Conti, Penelope Ford, the Bunny. That foursome going on right now. I think Anna Jay wins. I think we get a heel turn Anna Jay throwing Tay Conti out.
Ooh, spicy.
Yes, I think that's it. I think Anna Jay should be up there with that Chris Statlander, that Britt Baker up there in the women's division. If Ruby comes back, Ruby Soho comes tonight, I think she's right up there.
Yeah.
But I don't see it because you have to have Ruby as a heel.
Oh, God, yeah.
You have to have Ruby as a heel.
That makes way more
There's
sense.
too many heels already in the women's division.
Too many faces, you mean?
No, there's too many heels.
Oh.
You mean Britt,
that's
Jamie
true.
Hayter, Reba, Nyla Rose.
Yeah.
There's too many big name heels.
That's where I'm going to pick Ty Conti. I really am. Because they've been pushing her a lot on Dark Elevation, Dark Sesame Street. How many ever other 15 different shows did?
Dark Rampage. Rampage 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Exactly.
All on YouTube.
But they have pushed Ty Conti to the level of, okay, she's right at the cusp of going for a title run.
Who would have thought that in that run in WWE? That would have happened.
What, WWE give a woman a push? You're right.
On Charlotte Flair.
That's not Charlotte Flair?
Yep.
Or Becky Lynch. Or
I have hot takes on that too.
We're not
going to go there tonight.
Floyd, what do you pay? Who do you pay?
Well,
You gotta
on your idea of CJ being the surprise entrant, I could see that, and I wouldn't mind that. I think that'd be kind of good. But I also might see that not getting the pop they want because people are expecting Ruby.
That's a very good point.
So I could see. That's why I strongly think if they do have Ruby in line, she is going to be there.
She's
tonight,
obviously
but expect to see CJ here soon. My choice to win. Although I could see them pull the trigger on this rivalry, reloaded again later, I'm going to go with Thunder Rosa.
Ooh.
Because the first time through that rivalry was fantastic.
Dude, that rivalry with Britt Baker, but that also states that you think Britt's going to win tonight.
Well, we'll get to that.
Yeah, I have very hot, extremely hot takes on that match.
Uh-oh.
Yep, and you're not going to like it. I'm sorry, Jeremy.
Well, I already I kind of figured that.
So, you're going...
Ty Conti.
I'm going Anna Jay.
Thunder Rosa.
Floyd's going Thunder Rosa. Why do I have a feeling all three of us are wrong?
They're going to make Red Velvet.
That's what makes wrestling great.
They're going to make Red Velvet win the damn thing.
Yep.
Son of a bitch. Shit.
I don't know how this lineup and this card's going to go, but this is just how I put the card on my notes app here. Next up, we're going to go MJF and Chris Jericho.
Okay.
This one has split me this week. For the longest time at the beginning of the week, I'm like, you got Jericho's win. There's no way that he loses and then retires. And then I started to think about it more and more, and I'm like, maybe he's ready to be done. Maybe he's cool focusing on the backstage stuff and the announcing and Fozzy.
Fozzy's going on tour again, right?
Yeah, I thought they were playing this weekend in Chicago.
Oh, okay. I'm
going to piggyback off your thought.
My thoughts on this match. I think this match should not have happened. I believe the whole MJF Jericho thing should have ended at the end of
the 5 labors.
The 5 labors of Jericho.
Yes. That
should have ended there. And I think this is just stretching it out. I know why they're doing it it's the big pay-per-view. It's the quarterly pay-per-view. They have to do it. MJF is the best heel in wrestling right now.
Oh, yeah. You can't argue with that.
By far.
Oh.
To me, Jericho looks slow and old and not very good. That's just my take. Go back 4 years, 3 years, when he shows up in New Japan as the Painmaker versus Kenny Omega. The best Jericho has looked in 2 decades.
Yes.
And flip that switch to now.
It's rough.
It's rough. And you saw that in... I didn't see it the time I saw it the most was versus Nick Gage. Of course, it's a death match. Of course, it's gonna be piss people off, and we're gonna talk about death matches here in a little bit. I'm sure.
Fuck you, Domino's.
Fuck you, Domino's. It's only a pizza cutter, but Jericho looked rough.
Yeah,
and MJF obviously is gonna as the younger guy is gonna have to carry this match, but at the same time, Jericho is gonna have to put MJF over as the heel even more.
Mm-hmm.
Do we happen to see the second ever DQ finish in AEW here? Where Jericho gets to the point where he's about to win clean and MJF just snaps and goes all out on him, leading to a DQ. There's your time for Jericho to be off, do Fozzy stuff, heal, and recover, and then way down the road, he appears again, the feud might be fresh again.
I could kind of see that. But also there's some speculation that Jim Ross is going to take a step back from full-time announcing. So there is also a thought of, with Ross stepping back, bringing in Jericho to be the lead announcer on Dynamite. That's been the speculation all over, on Twitter and some places that I've seen. So it doesn't make... It kind of hurts MJF for him to lose.
I don't think it hurts him at all.
You don't think?
Mm-mm. I think you have to, say if Jericho would win the night, MJF loses, I think you automatically have to throw MJF somewhere higher up in the card at the top so that he doesn't disappear.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah.
Another thing with Jericho is I feel like this may be just me in my love of Chris Jericho over the past 3 decades. I think he wins tonight, but at the same time, piggybacking off of you, I think it's via DQ, and I don't think it's MJF. I think it's Wardlow.
If there's a Wardlow face turn, I'm throwing my couch out the window. I'm gonna be so freaking excited.
No, you can't have Wardlow face, but I'm telling he.
You think he jumps? He
he snaps on Jericho.
No, and then, but can you see him snapping on Jericho and MJF snapping on Wardlow, but still keep Wardlow as a heel?
Yeah.
But him break off from the Pinnacle.
Yeah. Also, you got too many goddamn stables in AEW.
Yeah, it's stable.
Too many goddamn stables.
It's like Oprah. You get a stable, and you get a stable, and you get a stable.
I'm going to skip this one. We're going to come back to that.
Okay.
We're going to talk this match for 30 seconds. I'm giving you guys 10 seconds each. You're going to give me who wins, and we're going to move on.
I already know.
Okay? We're doing Paul White versus QT Marshall. Jeremy, 10 seconds.
Paul White.
Floyd.
QT Marshall with help from the newly healed Gun Club.
I'm in it for no more BS. We're moving on. I'm picking the Big Show. Okay, moving on, because why is that on the show?
Why is that not the buy-in?
Yeah. We're going to get into the meat of the card now.
The good stuff.
The good stuff. We're going to start off a newly crowned champion last night. Okay. Jon Moxley.
Your new GCW World Heavyweight Champion.
He defeated Matt Cardona last night.
Inside a steel cage.
Inside a steel cage.
Which was pretty epic.
Versus Kojima. Hello, New Japan Boner.
Hello, watching two grown men beat the ever-loving piss out of each other for 20 minutes.
I'm okay with that.
They're going to beat the ever-loving shit out of each other, and it's going to be great.
So
you didn't believe me at first that this match was happening.
I thought they backed out and said, "Oh shit, it's gone. Let's go." So I think that they beat the ever-living piss out of each other, but I think we get Nick Gage tonight at AEW.
Do you think Kojima wins?
I think Kojima wins.
Oh.
I think Kojima wins, but I'm also thinking we get a
because he can
beating the shit out of each other between Nick Gage and Jon Moxley.
Because Gage confronted Moxley last night.
They announced the death match. Yeah, they announced the death match between Moxley and Gage.
Get in the car. Let's go. Let's go.
People dislike the death matches. I love them.
I love them when they're done right.
Yes, like Gage and Cardona.
That was done right.
That was done right. Anything the P-Stamp does in Brooklyn with Casanova Valentine, done correctly in the middle of a bar.
Shout out P-Stamp.
Shout out to Casanova Valentine.
That's right.
For Christ's sake. But it's my only problem with this match, and if I know a lot of AEW fans they know who Kojima is. If you're tuning in, you have no idea who Kojima is. You're going to be, it's going to punch you in the face. First off, 2, I don't think this match should be getting a lot more hype than it should be.
Okay.
This might be match of the night for me.
Wow.
To me, there should be a more interwoven connection between New Japan and AEW.
Yeah, it's like Lance Archer loses the TV title.
What, 2 weeks after he beats?
Yeah, pretty much 2 weeks after he beats Moxley, and then it's like there's nothing there anymore.
Yeah. Has Lance Archer been on TV since
once. With Men of the Year.
I swear to God, and I know that's coming, if I see Dan Gilbert's stupid, ugly fucking face on my television tonight, oh my God,
This is our podcast, you can say fucking.
Yeah, the fucking asshole. Doesn't know how to... he thinks he's cutting a promo. He ain't doing shit. He looks like he's reading it off a teleprompter. It didn't work in TNA, and it's not working now.
Calm down there, killer.
Sorry.
So, who's your pick for Moxley and Kojima?
I'm gonna go with you. I'm gonna say Kojima on this.
I'm gonna say Kojima.
Yeah, make it a 3 for.
Okay. I'm okay with that. The only problem is, where is Dynamite next week?
Cincinnati.
And who's from Cincinnati? Joe Burrow. No.
Chilling. But okay, so he loses in Chicago though.
Yeah, but you can't go into
your hometown being a loser.
Yeah.
True.
Because obviously they're gonna have something big next week with him.
Why do I see a super paradigm shift from the top rope or something to win? If Moxley wins, it's gonna be a massive maneuver.
Yep.
I won't object.
So this was not a joke. This is not played off last night. So we went to Woodside last night. We're sitting at the bar. Not at the bar, but we're sitting in the bar. And what comes on the jukebox is In Living Color, Cult Personality.
Oh, it's a sign.
It's a sign. So,
are we going to talk about that now, or are we going to get to it later?
We're talking about it now.
Okay, because we still got. There's a couple more in there that we could.
I think this is mid card. I'm not saying it's a mid card match, but I think this is middle of the show match.
I could see that.
Because according to Big Bad Davey Meltzer, Kenny and Christian Cage are going on last.
They should. It's a title match.
Yeah. This one has the most hype to it.
Oh, for sure. It's 7 years in the making. It's 7 long-ass years in the making. It's Phil Brooks' return to the ring. It's CM Punk.
How we've been waiting for this month. We've been pissed at people for chanting CM Punk all this time, but this is what we've wanted.
Mm-hmm. And it's against Darby's the perfect person for it.
Oh, absolutely.
Perfect for it. You want an older guy who's coming back to help put over, and he even talked about it. He's name dropped 1,000 people, helping put over a young roster, and it's the perfect person to put over is Darby Allin.
Mm-hmm.
He said in countless interviews that I've watched of him already that he knows that teenage Phil would have had Darby Allin as his favorite wrestler growing up. And he sees so much of his youthful self in Darby Allin.
Because it's honestly true if you look at it. They were, when CM Punk was 19, he was wrestling reckless.
Mm-hmm.
Just like Darby. It's pretty much like a mirror image, minus the face paint. Oh.
I have a thought that come to my head. I want to talk about the match a little bit more. Okay. Well, I'm going to rewind to last week's Dynamite, Wednesday night. Seeing him give fat Zac Efron from 2.0 a GPS was like, it was like the heavens opened up. There was a shining beam of light on me. The angels were singing. It was like, oh! It was perfect.
Yeah.
And I don't even know the guy's name from 2.0. It's Fat Zac Efron. That's all I know.
That's all I can see now.
He looks like Fat Zac Efron. Zac Efron, I'm sorry, do not sue us.
We love Zac.
Yes. But I think we get another return in this match.
Is that because of what I sent you this afternoon?
I think it's the TikTok Jeremy sent me this afternoon. So CM Punk was on Renee Paquette or Renee Young's podcast, Oral Sessions, and she's talked about who can take on the Lucha Bros for the tag titles. And Punk's like, oh, when's this coming out on Saturday? And he's like, oh, yeah, the Booker and me want CM Punk and the American Dragon. If you're not familiar with it, the American Dragon is
Daniel Bryan.
If I hear the final countdown tonight, I'm running out of your apartment, down the steps, and I'm hopping in the creek. I'm hopping in the creek.
It's
tonight.
normal level now after Ida, so we're okay.
Thank you, Ida. It's down to normal level. I will mark out like nobody's marked out before because Punk. I've seen Punk and Bryan Danielson before.
Their shit in Ring of Honor was
amazing. And there's a couple spoilers to this, and it goes back to him on his that Dynamite when he returned. Or no, it was it was Rampage, that following Rampage. He came out, and they're doing the yes chant. He's like, oh, that's someone else. You're going to have to wait a little bit longer. And then he posted the handshake picture on his Instagram. That it's the crop photo of him and Danielson handshaking.
Was that his last match in Ring of Honor? I can't remember when that was.
Yeah.
And have you been noticing his shoes?
Yes.
Yes.
With the initials.
Yes.
Yep.
So.
Bray Wyatt come back here.
We'll get to that.
I don't think that happens though.
Somebody else will.
So I do think there's another return tonight, but we're going to get back to that.
We're going to get to that one.
And Jeremy knows my theory.
Yes, and it's amazing.
Yes.
Okay. How do we think he's going to look in the ring? Let's just
Punk?
Yes.
I think he's going to look fine because he's been doing stuff with Stephen Amell for months upon months now for that heel show on Stars.
Stars.
Which I heard is actually very good.
Yeah, I heard that too. He's been doing a lot of
training enough that I think he's going to be perfectly fine.
I think I agree with you guys with the passion. He's starting to get back for wrestling now, thanks to everything with AEW. I think he's probably been putting in the work, and I mean, you might see a couple rough spots here or there because it's his first match in 7 years, but nothing that's going to take away from it.
But I think Punk's always been a safe worker too.
I mean, as much as the match you said earlier, more could be match of the night. I think just from crowd reaction alone throughout this is by far going to be match of the night for reaction alone.
I can agree with you there, but I think that Moxley Kojima match doesn't have the hype that it should.
Yes.
That it's going to be match of the night. This has that hype that it can only meet expectations. It's not going to exceed expectations.
True.
Because I already think it's going to be fucking amazing. So there's already a hard line that we're going to only get to. We can't go above that line to me.
Yeah. Okay. I agree to that.
So Jeremy, who you picking?
I'm picking Darby. I think Punk puts Darby over.
Floyd?
I don't see them having Phil lose. I mean, 7 years is a long time in between matches, and they can easily make Darby look fan-freaking-tastic, if not better, if possible, in defeat in this match. And you're in Chicago. It's CM Punk.
You cannot have CM Punk lose in a return match in 7 years. In Chicago.
I know.
You just can't.
But I'm just saying.
This doesn't go back to us saying, we could write this shit. You have to fit the return with the exclamation point.
I agree. I'm looking at it as the older veteran, younger superstar aspect of it.
No, he can still put over Darby.
True, he can still put over
There's
Darby.
been plenty of matches where people have lost and they've come out looking stronger in defeat.
MJF.
Daniel Garcia?
Yeah, Garcia.
Garcia in that tag
Look
match.
out for him down the road.
Oh, man.
In that tag match with versus the Elite and Kenny, or the Bucks and
Oh, Dante Martin, you mean?
Dante Martin.
Yeah, when he did all that flippy shit.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Oh.
But Daniel Garcia's been killing it too with 2.0. Like, that kid's good.
Is his brother scheduled to come back here soon?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, I don't even know. I don't know what you're talking about.
Forgot that guy.
Okay, so the next match we're going to talk about, I'm just going to go with this, and I don't know if you guys watched Rampage on Friday.
Yes.
Tempted to.
Jeremy, redeem these nuts.
That was the best promo ever.
Yes. So,
Hey, Redeemer. Redeem these nuts. There's a shirt out there, Pro Wrestling Tees.
I saw. Yeah.
It says redeem these nuts on it.
Oh, if I wasn't 31, if I was like 16 again, I would buy that shirt.
Bullshit. I'm 37. I'll buy it.
I have nowhere to wear it. Like,
Work on Casual Friday.
Oh my, yeah. Hey, you want to buy a car? Redeem these nuts. So,
Okay,
we're talking about Miro, the TNT TV champion.
Can I say something real quick before we jump into this? And you guys are going to probably look at me like I have 6 heads.
It's your place.
Match of the night. My match of the night. My match of the night will be Miro and Kingston.
I love Eddie Kingston.
Oh, you cannot love Eddie Kingston.
I love Eddie Kingston. I love Miro. I like what they're doing with the Redeemer shit's better than the Best Man shit.
No, way better.
By far.
Way better.
Fuck you, Kip Sabian.
Whoa!
Could return back.
No, he's hosting a Twitch stream.
Never mind.
Never mind.
I already saw it.
I don't think we have a title change here.
No.
I'm taking Miro.
My heart tells me Kingston. My brain tells me Miro.
What does your dick tell you? Lana.
Yeah. I like it how they're going off of the neck issues with Miro. That's different because you don't see that a lot anymore of them talking about previous injury, like that being part of the story is of the injuries.
I'm kind of on board with Morgan. I can see where, obviously, if Eddie won, the place would just pop like crazy.
Yeah.
But I think we're still too fresh into Miro's. I can see Miro having a nice long reign with this title, with this gimmick, just being like this unstoppable force. And who knows who's going to be that person to take him over. But I don't see it being Eddie Kingston right now. I can
tell you who it is.
But I could definitely see it being a contender for Match of the Night. I could.
I agree there. I think they should have, with Cody and Brody Lee and everybody who has hold that championship. I think there's been too much in Darby, and I think there's been too much switcheroos too quickly in a year and a half.
Yeah.
That title, I think you got to slam it onto a guy for 8 to 12 months.
Yeah.
You got, what I mean? I know Brody had it for 9 months or something like that.
Pretty much around that area.
Yeah, I think you got to slam it onto a guy for a year, and I think Miro's it. And I would like to see him go up against a guy like Jungle Boy. I think that's where you slam him in there in a nice little storyline with Miro. And
Can I throw out a Vince McMahon sweaty match here for you?
Go ahead.
Miro Lance Archer.
Big boy slapping meat.
Just on paper, that sounds interesting.
Miro and Brian Cage.
Done. Take my money now. Take my money now.
I do declare, I got the vapors.
That was the Vince McMahon I love large sweaty men match right there.
That's the gif of him falling over in the chair.
That to me, just let the two dudes just beat the shit out of each other.
Brian Cage versus Christine
Newly
Cage.
face after tonight.
Cage match. Is that a steel cage?
It's Cage cubed.
Cage versus Cage versus Cage
versus Page.
Versus Page.
But I see your point of like strapping that TNT title to Miro and just letting him go for months. I agree to that. That's a great idea. But slapping a title belt on Eddie Kingston, who hasn't had a title in.
Yeah.
Has Eddie Kingston ever held any titles?
Yes, he has. Shit, motherfucker.
Oh, that's a new title to me.
That's a new one.
Hold on.
No, but it's just
Hold on. No, give me a second. It's bothering me. I know there's a few here. Hold on.
Okay, where? While Morgan looks this up, do they run with Moxley Kingston as a tag team?
Yeah.
I can see it being one of those, when they need to tag, they will tag, but they're not going to consider themselves a tag, like an established tag team. They're just buddies that will be there for each other and help each other out, but I don't
Tag
see them as an
titles
established
count.
tag team.
Yeah.
That's holding
He
a
was
title.
PWG Tag Team Champions.
Oh shit!
With who? Mox?
No, it was Castanoli. Remember, it was him.
Yeah.
There was a three-way match between those two.
Yeah.
Joey Ryan, Scott Lost, and the Briscoe brothers.
God bless PWG.
The
Seriously.
Briscoes.
By the way,
Remember
fuck you, Joey Ryan.
Yeah, fuck Joey Ryan. But here, the reason I was saying that is like, because, okay, Miro wins, you shoot him off to somebody else. Where does Eddie Kingston go? Like, this kind of devolves into the tag team
He
title
was also
match.
IWA Mid-South Heavyweight Champion.
Okay, that's a new one.
He beat Sami Callihan in 2008.
Okay, that's definitely a new one. I just think, like,
He was Jersey All-Pro Wrestling Champion.
yeah, because everything's legal in New Jersey.
Oh, calm down, Hamilton.
I just think Moxley and Kingston going after the tag belts would be definitely interesting. And that kind of leads into my prediction for the cage match.
Okay.
We'll go right into it. So this, we're all taking Miro, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, we're all taking Miro. So we'll go right into that. Turn the lights down low, start flashing strobe lights, the cage lowers from the ceiling. I'm setting the fucking mood right now. But it's the AEW World Tag Team Champions. It's the Young Bucks versus the Lucha Bros. This is going to be a very good match.
Hey,
they've had very good matches against each other before.
Remember we talked about guys beating the piss out of each other?
Yeah.
These four guys are going to beat the piss out of each other. Ray Phoenix
inside a steel cage.
Ray Phoenix might die.
So, how many times tonight we're gonna do it? We're gonna do a drinking game.
Ah, damn it!
I'm gonna be on Twitter.
Well, I don't work tomorrow, so
I don't either.
Neither do I.
I'm gonna be on Twitter all night during All Out.
Second podcast with a drinking game in it.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
The second podcast, our last podcast, we did the 92 Rumble. Anytime Bobby the Brain Heenan said it's not fair to Flair, we had to take a drink.
So you drink a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, this tonight, anytime the Young Bucks tweet, new bio, we're going to take a drink. I'm saying we're setting the line at 3. You're going to have one at the beginning of the show, like one right before the match, and then one after.
Yeah.
I'm going to say they win.
I will take the over on it.
I can see the over.
I'm going to take the push at 3. So, just add another one to it.
Safe.
I think it's very safe. I think this is going to be a great match. I think, these guys have fought each other many of times before.
And it has been a nice break between.
Yes, there's been a nice...
That's the key right there, is the break in between it.
But the ultimate heel Bucks are my favorite Bucks.
They're so douchey, but
but they're so good at it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best part about it. They're so good at it.
You okay there, buddy?
Yeah. I might be having a stroke.
The show hasn't even started yet.
I know. We're 40 minutes into the podcast. Let me go. Anything after 35, I start going fucking crazy.
I could see this being for me, like you were saying with Miro and Eddie, where ever since the promotion started, I've been a huge Lucha Bros fan, huge Penta. I mean, I've got my 40-and-a-half-year-old daughter coming up to me going, Cero Miero.
That's
Being-
just great parenting right
it's
there.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
Father of the year.
Along with the Orange Cassidy thumbs up and high five.
Yeah.
But anyway, this is one where my heart wants the Lucha Bros to win so bad. And I see scenarios where that could happen. But what makes the Elite right now so demised and so despicable is their arrogance for being the champs. And as long as the leader there, Mr. Omega, has that title that won't be dropped anytime soon, I don't think. I don't see the Young Bucks losing them just yet.
You, sir, are 100% correct. Like I said before, and right before we started this pod, or right at the beginning of this podcast, the heels are going to very strong tonight. I have the Bucks winning in a great, probably 20, 25 minute steel cage match. I don't think they win it. I don't want to say it's a steel cage match. So you can't win it clean, per se. I think somehow, someone gets handcuffed to the cage or something like that.
They ended Dynamite or Rampage or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. You two are going Bucks.
Do you guys see this match coming close to being tag team match of the history of AEW, beating Young Bucks and Kenny and Hangman?
No, because Bucks and Hangman.
That was
what, Revolution?
Yeah.
That was like 12 stars.
I loved Omega and
That
Hangman.
match was.
Yeah.
Nope. Gonna lock my lips a little bit.
I will give you my prediction right now.
Okay.
I'm taking the Lucha Bros.
Where do they go with the tag belts then?
Moxley and Kingston. I honestly believe that.
Are the Lucha Bros officially face, or are they just face because they're
tweeners?
Okay.
I think they're tweeners.
Let me answer that question. I won't answer it on the podcast here. Let me answer it to see how Penta's dressed tonight. I will tell you if they're faces or heels. If he comes out dressed like the Joker again, they're faces. If he comes out in his regular black attire, they're going to be heels and they might win.
Although I have heard from their translator/manager that he's trying to get Penta to come out dressed up as
the demon.
Someone from G.I. Joe.
Cobra?
Yeah. Cobra Commander.
Yeah.
Pork chop sandwiches!
Yes. I just feel like...
Pork chop sandwiches!
Never mind. I just think, yes, the Bucks have been running wild with these belts, and it's been great. But part of me just feels like this is a right time to, end it. Let them take a break. Let the Elite slow down a little bit. Yes, they're the biggest, the second biggest heels in the company behind MJF. But I think it's time for them to take a step back, just for a little bit. That's why I see them put them on the Lucha Bros. And you immediately get either Moxley or Kingston, or you get Jungle Express to step up for the tag titles.
Jungle Express? You just said Jungle Express. Jurassic Express?
Jurassic Express, Jungle Express, Orange Julius, whatever. You knew what I meant.
I think
Ripley's Believe It or Not.
Yeah.
I think with this situation, there's not men. I mean, I don't see either way being bad. One might be a little more beneficial, and they'll definitely have different routes depending on who the winner is. But we're just in for it. That's going to be a good 20, 25 minutes, boys.
Where do you put that? I feel bad for the guys who got to put this card together.
Yeah. You put it not next to last, but third to last.
Because you got to have that match in the middle to let everybody calm down.
That calm down match, I think, is going to be the women's title match.
Yeah.
Which should probably get to next.
Okay. Yeah, which I'm going to go through right now, because we only got 2 matches left. What did I forget?
That's rumored.
I'm not talking about it because it's rumored. Fuck that.
Can throw that in extra at the end.
Okay, Andrade versus not Pac. Who the hell's... It's Ric Flair. It's Andrade versus Ric Flair. He's going to kick the shit out of his 71-year-old father-in-law. And it's going to be fucking hilarious because Andrade didn't get get to eat ass on a train, but Rick did. There you go. I'm the fucking booker of the night. There, we're moving on. AEW Women's Title match.
Okay, all right.
So,
Jesus, this is as bad as the snooker.
I'm gonna come. Yeah, like Jimmy Snooker rant last podcast. I'm gonna come real close to the mic real quick, Con. Just 2 seconds. Britt Baker, DMD. I'm so sorry. What's gonna happen? I just gave it away.
Do you think?
I think she loses versus Chris Statlander tonight. That's why I think we get a heel win in the Battle Royal. I love Britt to death, and I like adding Jamie Hayter to her little dentist office, I guess.
I like that.
Dentist office. That's pretty good.
But I think Britt loses tonight, and I hate to say it, but I think she does.
I see it, but I'm a homer.
Oh, you talked about your mind and your dick and your heart picking something.
Yeah, I know.
My mind is picking Statlander.
Yeah.
My heart wants Britt because I will always love Britt. I mean, as you can see, is my Twitter picture, which I'm gonna talk about too. Yeah. I mean, the yins are in us.
My phone is covered in Britt.
You guys were fangirls of her before she was even signed to
long before.
Fun fact, I took these guys' pictures with her in Altoona at an NXT show before AEW was a thing and before she was who she is.
Morgan and I looked over and was like, that's Britt Baker. That's Adam Cole's girlfriend. Let's go.
No, you said it was Adam Cole's girlfriend.
Yeah.
I said it's the women's champ from IWG.
It's true. Also true.
So,
yes.
Yeah,
we were both right.
Yeah,
but I see why you're saying Britt Baker loses. I get it. But to me, it's like there's.
Let me preface this.
Yeah, go ahead.
It all depends on who wins the Battle Royal.
Why? I can understand that.
If you get a heel win the Battle Royal, I think Statlander wins. You get a face win in the Battle Royal, I think you get Britt winning. But I think one title has to change tonight. And in my picks, I didn't have a title change right now. I think that's it.
It makes sense. And I'm on the same level as you are.
Get on my level.
I just hate picking against
Britt Baker.
Oh,
I know. It hurts. It
hurts.
That's why I wanted to get real close.
Yeah, I know. Britt, I'm sorry. We love you.
We love you. You're great. You're amazing. You have great teeth.
Your boyfriend's amazing.
We can't talk about him just yet.
As you two know, Chris Statlander's probably my favorite wrestler in the women's division.
Right, but
I'm a humongous Chris Statlander fan.
Floyd's AEW wrestler rankings go Penta, Chris Statlander, and then there's like a jumble at like everything else.
Yeah.
Everything else is a jumble.
You could say yes to probably be like
pretty much, yeah.
For me. But anyway, I'm a big fan of her movesets. I'm a big fan of how she wrestles and everything. But once again, I still think that she hasn't had the title for long. And at some point, I could see her having a reign kind of like CM Punk's long reign. Not maybe in length, but in the sense of she's starting on one side as a heel, and by time it gets to the later stages, she's seen more as a face.
So it's not a length title reign, it's a girth title reign.
Yes.
That's a weird.
You said it, not me.
That is a weird ass analogy.
It's hey, don't mess with the length versus girth conversation in this room right now.
That's true.
Yes.
You can never get to England.
Oh God, I've gone nuts.
But I'm going to say the winner of tonight's match will be Dr. Britt Baker, everybody. DMD.
S. Boop. Fucking hate both of you.
Ew.
So, one final match. It's Ric Flair versus the Train.
I got the
weird stipulation of it's weird ass.
Is that an eat my ass match?
Yeah, it's an eat my ass match. It's weird. It's a weird way to end the show. I don't get it. Tony
Vince is pissed. He's like, I should have came up with that first.
That's good shit.
Literally and figuratively, it's good shit.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm done. Thank you.
No, our final match of the night, AEW World Championship. It's Kenny Omega versus Christian Cage, the Impact Champion. I'm tired of this already. I love Kenny as champion. I don't like Christian.
Wow.
It's the same shit I've gotten for 20 years from Christian.
True.
I'm tired of it already.
There's no way Kenny loses, right? There's no way.
Yes, there is.
There's no realistic way.
No.
Christian.
I'm looking at it as the same reason I'm looking at the Bucks. I'm looking at it that way.
So you're saying you could potentially see the total implosion of the Elite
For now, yes.
without the Hangman Adam Page storyline paying off.
Yes. For some reason, I just see it. The Bucks, Omega, just taking a step back. Hey, we've been running since day one with COVID, everything like that. Just okay, let's take a step back for a minute.
Do I just get into it?
Just go.
Before.
I'm just gonna
Just go.
off here.
Just go.
So I think it's a good match. I think it satisfies a storyline.
The Rampage match was good.
I have Kenny Omega winning. I have the Elite coming down to celebrate. I have a theme song hitting that we get cowboy shit. Come down to the ring. Starting to get beat up again. Get his shit kicked in again. Obviously, you're going to have the Elite Hunter come in, and he's going to
God bless you, Frankie Kazarian.
Thank you, Frankie Kazarian. But we get a resurrection tonight.
I've been dream booking this.
So, Hangman's getting his shit kicked in by the Elite. I think the Be the Elite theme song starts from YouTube. I think the lights go out. I think there's a resurrection of someone who died long ago.
Please, for the love of God, make it look like an actual resurrection.
So, obviously, we all know who I'm talking about.
Borrow Malachi's old thing that propped him up.
Yes!
I think we get a return. Not a return. I think we get a debut of Adam Cole tonight. In All Out. I think that's how the show ends. He comes down, he saves Hangman, and I think you get a Elite versus Adam Page and Adam Cole, Adam squared.
Adam squared and Frankie?
Yeah. Versus Omega and the Bucks. Like, you have all the gold on one side.
Ooh.
Than that. It's a dream booking.
It is a dream booking.
Since he has no compete clause.
Because he left his contract. He didn't get released.
Yeah.
He left his contract.
Expired.
Yes.
Yeah. So there's no non-compete clause for Adam Cole.
And from what I was reading...
And I think this goes back, I think there's kind of like the Danielson thing. There's too many spoilers going around.
Yes. But with Adam Cole in WWE, he didn't want to give up his Twitch channel.
Mm-hmm. That was key in...
That was the basics of the negotiations, is he would not give up his Twitch channel. Because Vince, God forbid you promote yourself outside of the company.
And I would say this does kind of then fall on the opposite side of where the surprise return of CJ in the Royale could be considered a letdown because people want Ruby. As much as people want D-Bry or B-Dan, I think people know he's there. They're willing to wait for him if you get the actual surprise return. I love Resurrection idea of Adam Cole, baby.
Because what I've been understanding is they wanted to hold off on bringing in Danielson until
Arthur Ashe.
The Arthur Ashe Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
Which, kudos to Tony Khan for pulling the trigger on that one.
Yeah.
It's a big enough arena, but it's not huge. You're not going outside of your comfort zone.
Mm-hmm.
That place is already sold out. That's gonna have a great look to it.
That's why I also think I don't think Ruby comes back tonight.
You think she comes back then?
I think she comes back then because those vignettes have been
in New York.
The tickets have been showing New York.
That's true too. Overall, I think we're in line for a very good show.
Oh yes.
I think we're all in line for a very good show that we're probably okay. Say Adam Cole doesn't show up. Are we disappointed?
No.
No.
You really can't be.
I've seen some people go on the side of, could we be getting too many new big signings, surprise returns, or surprise new appearances
I do
in a row?
Yes, to a point.
Yeah.
I also think the roster may be getting a little too thick. But the good thing with AEW is they have so many YouTube shows and Rampage.
And I've talked about this with people before, too. What I love about AEW compared to other promotions is how they rotate the talent. With, like, Hangman Adam Page, for example. How long has he been off TV for?
Probably like a month, if not longer.
They've been able to keep him out of the storyline, out of sight, out of mind. He's resting, he's recouping, he's with his family, and all these other people are able to come in and fill in that time, and Morgan's laughing. I'm going to let him do it.
There's a tweet I just saw. So, remember I think it was Adam Cole and Johnny Gargano, that title match where NXT went to Britt Baker.
Oh, and she's like, yeah.
So I just saw a tweet. What if tonight during Britt Baker and Chris Statlander, they just go to the crowd and Adam Cole just with his hands over
God, yes.
How perfect would that be? That would be fucking hilarious.
That would be the greatest. I would want that plastered on my wall in my living room.
Now, what was I talking about more than?
But you're right, though.
Rotation.
Yeah.
I think they do such a good job of that for now, at least, they're able to work with that, having a little bit bigger of a roster and rotate the talent in such a way that people aren't going to get mad about their spot as much or worry about, well, I'm not getting airtime now. It seems to be working for now. Will it work long term? That's to be seen. But for now, it really seems to be working well.
Yeah. So I think we're set.
That's
it. Set.
We're in for a wonderful night of wrestling.
Yes.
Glad there's no work tomorrow.
Thank God. Thank you, Labor Day. Capitalism, you finally brought one good thing to the ring.
Amen to that.
Thank you. But fuck you, capitalism. Again, thank you guys. Floyd, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
You're welcome back anytime. I'm Morgan.
I'm Jeremy.
We are the Port Jasses. We will see you guys next time.
Later.